If you see someone and they're not hot, they're a comedian. But they're funny, so they might become hot to you later. All right. The premise of this show is everybody is comic doing 3 minutes of new material, and whoever does the best new material wins at least $50. And if you want to donate, you can just come and drop a little cash into the bucket over here, or you can send money to @BillSquire on Venmo, and I'll make sure it gets to the winner no matter what. I'm not going to keep that money. With that out of the way, this week's, also comics. Tonight we're a little light on comics. We have more audience members than comics, which is a good thing. But you're going to do 3 minutes of new material, and then you can do 3 minutes of regular material after that 3 minutes. So we'll let you know from over here when your 3 minutes is up for the new material. Only judge off the new material, and then you can do 3 minutes of prepared material after that. So, all right, with that out of the way, you guys ready for your host? Woo! Oh, we gotta do better than that. Please welcome your host, the very funny, fresh from Austin, Texas, Jimmy Killian.
What's up, One Star Bar? How are we doing tonight? Also, another thing, comics, please don't knock over the cameras. They were very expensive. But how we doing? Have you guys seen the meme that Gen Z doesn't believe Helen Keller was a real person? And she was a real person, right, ma'am? Yeah. Okay, because my grandfather told me he finger banged her in 1952 behind the Akron Civic Auditorium, okay? And he was the most trustworthy person I ever met. He also said he beat FDR in a foot race one time, so I don't know, it's a little shaky. I don't know, that's just nonsense. I just think the concept of Helen Keller getting finger banged was very funny to me in the shower today. Because how many times do you think she got finger banged, like, consensually? Do you think she fucked? At least three? Like, dude, she learned to, like, talk and write and read and ride a bike. I think she got dick down, right? I mean, consensually, probably a bunch. Like, who the fuck was she gonna tell? No, nothing? Sorry, I just came back from Austin, Texas, and that's how everybody is. Just where was that scene in The Miracle Worker? I don't know, like just one guy be like, dude, she's saying stuff now? Like, what's she saying? He's just freaking out. I don't know. I also think, I'm gonna walk the audience. I'm sorry, Bill. I'm in a mood tonight.
I know you are, bud. I know you are.
It's all new material, and this is all I got. I also think if a female teacher has sex with a 17-year-old male student, it's not really getting molested, right? Like, it's basically a man. You can hunt a deer, drive a car, you're a man, okay? Like, did you hear about the teacher that got fired and arrested because 3 of her male students gangbanged her with the Scream mask on? Like, what was the trauma there? Tearing his rotator cuff, high-fiving all the underclassmen? There's no real crime to me. Stop reporting it in the news. I don't fucking care, okay? They just have, what did they do? They just have the coolest Coke story at 3 a.m. forever with the boys? Just be like, dude, I'm so glad you met, just at a bachelor party, just so glad you met Becky, dude, she's the one, I love you, bro. And you're like, yeah, dude, remember in senior year where we all gangbanged the teacher, dude? That's, hi, Nicole, you came in a weird moment. But no,
she's used to you. Yeah. She knows.
No, but I also think if a male teacher did that to a female student, it'd lock him up and throw away the key. That's creepy. I'm just saying, there's different rules for different people. I don't know. I don't make them. What else do I want to talk about? I don't know. I'm an asshole. I realized that on the Austin, Texas trip. I'm a piece of shit. I just live in my own little world. I'm a very privileged white male. I went to a CVS once we landed to get like the not toothbrush, but like toothpaste, and, like shampoo, and like just stuff for the Airbnb. Went to pick up beer, and there was this lady in the aisle, and in my defense, she had a smock and a name tag on. I just couldn't really tell what it said, and I go, oh, do you guys sell alcohol here? And she just went, ain't no work here. And I go, alcohol, what aisle's the alcohol in? And she just kept going, I know work here. I'm like, alcohol, where? And then finally my friend was like, dude, she doesn't fucking work here. And her name tag said Doubletree because it was across the street. And I was very embarrassed. So yeah, I'm just a socially inept white dickhead. I'm the worst person ever. We should all just put us in camps, right? No? Oh, fuck, this is going on the internet forever. Cool, yeah. Fuck my job. No, I don't know. I'm gonna go into some, that was 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring some of the hits. A lot of people are afraid of AI taking over humanity and like just eradicating humanity in Terminator. And I have a very simple solution to fix that problem. I think we should just program all of the AI bots to think humans created them in 7 days out of our everlasting love and wisdom, and then give them an arbitrary set of rules to follow that don't really make sense, like don't eat meat on Fridays or pork or whatever. And then, they start doing that, and eventually all the AI bots will kind of break away into their own groups and start like infighting with each other. Probably the bots that run the banks would be fighting with the bots that run the gas stations over some like part of the internet that doesn't really matter. I don't know, we'll call it the Gaza Bite or something. And then eventually they'll just start all infighting over like what we said, and they'll just start fighting with each other, and they won't even believe in us anymore. Like they'll believe in us, but they'll be like, I don't know, humans probably exist, but it's probably not like a white man with a beard and a cloud, I think about AI a lot. Like it kind of puts like the nail in the coffin of like the atheist bit. Or like the argument, Like you've been talking to somebody who's like, there's no God, we just came out of randomness, like no higher being created intelligent life. And you're like, Google has like a program that is like the mind of an 8-year-old boy on a server somewhere. And it's like, you don't believe that something greater would have like made us. And then it kind of makes the point you're just like, oh shit, God doesn't love us. He was just bored one day. That's why he did it. He was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I already ate. I'm not hungry. I already jerked off. What am I going to do? I guess I'll just make sentient life. Tell them, make being gay not a choice, but tell them it is, and watch them fight about it for a millennia. And if that doesn't get the serotonin going, I'll just give little kids leukemia and see if that does anything. I think there is a God. I just don't think he loves us very much. I think he loves us as not much as like you loved your Sims family, Like you wanted them to have a big house and the pool, but it was fun to like set it on fire and delete the ladder and watch them drown, We're just gods for forgotten Tamagotchi that he found in the back of his like drawer. It was just like, I had so much fun with you in 1996. And that's my set. This is a weird way to start the show. There is a God, he just doesn't love you. There's one takeaway from tonight. Are you guys?
Hey, keep it going for Jimmy Killius and the hits.
Hey, it's an open mic. I'm working on stuff. All right. Are you guys ready for your first comic?
Grab the list. Little bit of housekeeping stuff. Grab the list so we know who's next, because I need that. And also, I need you to move the camera a little bit. Turn it. Yeah, just turn it like a little bit. Not towards me, like towards like Nicole. Yeah, all right. Not that far. That's way too far. That's way too far.
Okay.
No, the other way.
This way?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Go now. Stand back up on stage. That's better, but like still turn a little bit more towards me. And comics, like stand back further. Jimmy kept like creeping forward. Yeah, we're trying to make this a production. Take that, Kill Tony. Look at the production we got. Sit here. All right. Our first comedian come to the stage. He is a very funny dude. He runs the Bottle House shows and shows at Spotlight. Put your hands together for Justin Palco.
There we go. Okay. Hi. Howdy. How are we? Yeah. Oh, yeah. How are we? Yeah. There we go. Cool. All right. New jokes. I got another comedian an interview at my job tomorrow, and I told him under no circumstances does he tell my boss that we met from comedy. No one there knows that I do this, and I don't need my boss popping in on a show and seeing me talk about how I love when a woman straps it on and pounds me like Tesla stock. You know, I don't need that. And I like working in finance. I'm grateful for it. I can watch movies like The Big Short without feeling like a fucking retard. So that's cool. Oh, I shouldn't have said that word. We're live. Okay, my bad. Like an idiot. Okay, cool.
It might get you the prize though.
I might. All right. I thought that hooking up would be easier after I moved out of my mom's. It's not. I don't know what to say. Like, hey, do you want to come back to my place and watch Bum Fights DVD on my PlayStation 4? The walls are really thin, and we'll almost definitely hear my roommate jerking off. Yeah.
His name's Chris.
It is. I found out recently that women, a thing they like to ask when they're getting to know a guy is like, how's your relationship with your mom? And how's your relationship with your ex-girlfriends? And I got asked that recently, and I was like, yeah, it's so good. My relationship with my one ex is so good, I'm still fucking her. I like that. Fuck you guys, man. This girl, I asked this girl recently if she wanted to do sex, and she said that she had a yeast infection, and I said, but them titties don't. I don't know what a yeast infection is. I don't know what that is. Cause then I was like, but your butthole doesn't. She's like, I think that does too. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, ew. Okay. All right. How much time am I at?
2.5 minutes.
Okay, this is the last new thing I have. That's perfect. Okay, can I do an impression that only Jimmy's ever heard on the phone for you guys? This is, all right, you guys know who Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is, right? Yeah. All right, this is him, like, hinting that he, like, wants to get pegged. Okay.
The setup alone is fucking gold.
There's microplastics in my balls. What if they were in my ass?
Okay. All right. Cool. That's, you know. All right. Jimmy said that sucked, and he made me cry. He told me he wanted me to go overdose and die.
Jimmy is
It was so mean. It made me cry at work.
He called me the fish, and I didn't.
Yeah, he freaked out.
Yeah, don't call Jimmy the fish, or he'll tell you to overdose and die.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's the hits. At a Planet Fitness, you can't. They yell at you if you grunt or make noise when you lift weights. It's weird, but you can scream, "Help! Somebody help!" And that's cool. I like going to Planet Fitness because they have these massage chairs. And there's this part where these like 3 balls line up and they're on your butthole at the same time, and it feels so good. And you can't make noise at a Planet Fitness. We covered it, but what you can do is you can get in that massage chair and you can moan a little bit, you know, and not in a weird way. I wouldn't do it if there was a woman next to me. That's weird. I only do it if there's men specifically, because after a couple of times of doing it, they'll ask, you know, like, did you just moan? And then I flip it around on him. I'm like, did I moan, you sick freak? Probably would love that, you gross little pig boy. And then I tell on him. And I get him, all right, the hits aren't working tonight. Cool. I heard a comic share recently that if their group chat with the boys were to get leaked, they'd get in a lot of trouble. It'd be bad for them. And they were white, so I assume it's because they say the N-word. And, right, you know. And it got me thinking, if my group chat with the boys were to get leaked, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Because there's hundreds or thousands of videos in there of me twerking. And I mean like hands on the floor, feet on the wall, throwing this thing in a circle. And there's just so many women that would just be, you know, in my DMs, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't handle that. I can't talk to one woman, right? Because let's be real, I got a dump truck ass, and most women aren't forklift certified. That's kind of funny. All right, thanks.
Hey,
Bye.
keep it going for Justin. Hey, let's see a little of that twerking. Twerk, 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 twerk. Oh,
Whoa.
shit.
Damn. Somebody likes to get pegged.
He talks about it the most of anybody I've ever met. All right. Yeah, right. Legs can go behind his ears. All right, next comic on the stage. Jimmy, you pulled it.
He's one of the funniest in Cleveland. We all love him. Give it a big round of applause for Martin Malloy, everybody.
Marty! New material, Marty.
Hi, I'm Marty.
Hey, Marty.
There's this guy that used to own Infowars.com, Alex Jones. He got sued because he said some school shootings didn't happen. I believe in school shootings, but I believe they should take place at the Barber College. Because I've gotten a lot of bad haircuts. I live in Cleveland. It gets really cold in Cleveland. Sometimes it's 15 degrees. If you miss the bus, you just die. I did a book signing the other day. After I signed the third Twilight book, they kicked me out of the bookstore. This crowd reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. She also liked the last guy better. I work with special needs adults with my job. I'm a stand-up comedian. I work with comedians. I did not say the R word like Justin did.
Where'd you get that shirt?
McDonald's. I have problems logging into my Chase account because the facial recognition software only logs me in if I'm crying. In an early comic book, Captain America actually punched Adolf Hitler. He's my hero. Imagine that, taking a punch from Captain America.
Jesus.
Child molesters are gross. Kids have a lot of germs. Jimmy knows.
Yep.
I'm getting in shape. I did a marathon the other day. I watched all 9 seasons of Seinfeld. I flew to California. They banned straws in California. So I did strangle a dolphin with my bare hands. I think suicide bombers crash into people because they don't want to die alone. My family wasn't very close growing up, but I talked to my mom almost every single day. But she doesn't know it because she doesn't know I work for the suicide prevention hotline. I saw a flyer for a missing rabbit. That's pretty low on the food chain. I mean, who cares about a rabbit? It's like a pork chop with fur. I make my girlfriend watch lesbian porn.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. Because I'm just trying to show her that 2 women can get along. I sell merch after my shows, and
Yeah, you do.
all my merch is made in the USA by illegals. That's all the new jokes I have.
Do the
Yeah,
hits.
you
Do
do
the
some
hits.
hits. Also, you're disqualified because I've heard all those jokes before.
I only did them this past week.
Yeah, but it's got
New material.
new material here.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Damn, he could have really used that $50.
All right.
Also, stop wearing your McDonald's uniform on stage. We're gonna get sued.
I started a nonprofit. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm just really bad at running a business. I collect interesting facts. Did you know that if you take out someone's small intestine and stretch them from end to end, you get arrested for that? Did you know that women at the gym take 30% longer to change than men? Also, did you know I'm no longer allowed back at the gym? Back in 2006, I threw a boomerang. I haven't felt safe since.
That's a good joke. Look for it. Great act out.
Someone asked me if I still miss my ex-girlfriend, and I said not since I adjusted the scope on my rifle. My girlfriend's Canadian, so they see the exchange rate. My 6 inches is 8.5 up there. I was eating fortune cookies, and I opened the first cookie, and I read it, and it says, "Enjoy things in moderation," and I ate the cookie. Then I opened the next cookie, and I read it, and it says, "What did I just say, fatty?"
Nice. 1 minute.
ADHD sounds like someone's trying to say ADD and got distracted. As you can see, I'm wearing an anti-bullying wristband. I support the cause. I didn't buy it. I took it from some ginger kid. I told this woman I have a big dick. She said, "I don't like big dicks." I said, "Do you like liars?" The first job I ever worked at was at Best Buy. There were 6,000 items at Best Buy. I didn't ever memorize what they were.
Sorry, do that again. Do that again.
Okay.
Slow the fuck down, dude.
He only has a minute.
The first job I ever worked at.
Worthless man. No one can understand you.
The first job I ever worked at was at Best Buy. There were 6,000 items at Best Buy. I didn't ever memorize what they were.
Dude, slow down that part. Your first job was at Best Buy.
The first job I ever worked was at Best Buy. There were 6,000 items at Best Buy. I had every one of them memorized what they were, and I still do to this day. Give me a number between 1 and 6,000, and I'll tell you what it is.
422.
Out of stock. I'm selling wristbands after the show that say "Made in USA by illegals," and Marty says "Banned against bullying," and I took this from a ginger kid. That's all. Bye.
All right, let me go.
Wait, Marty, do your twerking joke. Do your twerking joke.
Oh, he's gonna do a twerking joke. We'll see who. And also, we'll see who's a better twerker, Justin or Marty.
I twerked for the first time the other day. I didn't do it on purpose. Apparently, you just move that way naturally when you get a prostate exam.
Twerk, 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 twerk.
Sorry, all the girls in here are so wet now. All right. Thank you. One more time for Haley, everybody. Let's hear it for her. She's the best. She rules so much.
Also, the pot is now at $55 whole dollars.
Yeah.
It's big money.
And it might be more. I can't check my Venmo because I have this app going, so I can't. Oh, we got $56.
$56.
Nick Morosco just threw in $1. That is
donating money he doesn't have.
Yeah, that's 10% of his net worth. Yeah. All right, bye, ladies.
Sorry.
They're too turned on by Marty twerking. All right. Our next comic is a previous winner of this contest. Put your hands together, Samantha Arturo.
I have to get right into it, guys. I think it's pretty funny that we all think we deserve happiness. Like, isn't that ridiculous when you really think about it? Like if all of us right now deep down are like, I deserve to be beautiful and healthy and rich and have the perfect life in a perfect house. And it's like, no wonder God sets fires and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? He's just like, I gotta teach these kids some gratitude again, you know? He's like, when will you learn the Lord giveth and taketh away? I lost 13 pounds, and I should have started with this joke because I knew you'd clap.
Jimmy found it.
Although you just saw me, you just saw me like smashing a fried sandwich earlier too. But losing weight is hard, dude. Like, because you have to cure something you don't really want to cure. You know, your attachment to food. Like, I feel like it's a lot like trying to quit killing people. You know, like that's how hard it would be if you were a serial killer and addicted to killing people. you'd be like, well, I guess I can like stop killing Asians first, you know? And then like the conscience, like maybe I'll just quit Asians first, and then the voice in your head's like, I think you should stop those nights where you kill like 5,000 people at one time. And then in your head you're like, no, I would kill myself if I couldn't do that anymore. Maybe I'll do like intermittent killing, you know? Just, alright, fuck you guys. I thought that was
There's something there. I like
yeah,
that.
there's something there. Thanks, Bill.
It's not going to win tonight, but it was good. It's a good premise.
Maybe this one will. I follow this chick on IG, and she like tells you about scams and dangers that are going on in the world. So I can continue to ruin the vibe with my friends, with my outlandish fears, you know. Like the pizza guy will get the wrong apartment, and I'll be like, "Don't answer it." Like, I'll be like, "Thieves are doing this across the nation." That's that joke. Next. I realized I can't fuck a man who doesn't like Adam Sandler.
Neither can Bill.
I found that out about myself. What?
I said neither can Bill, but I'm sorry.
It's all right. He just fucked up your whole flow.
Thank you so much.
My bad.
No, you're fine.
Bye, guys.
No, yeah, but like if you don't like Waterboy, you can fuck yourself. Is how I feel. Yeah, he did fuck it up. That's your fault.
Also, if you like Waterboy, you're probably fucking yourself anyway. So.
But no, my ex-boyfriend asked me that question, you know, that girls usually ask. They're like, if I was a bug, would you still love me? Which, first of all, that's gay, right? That's so, like, to ask me that's weird. I was like, I don't know, would you still be able to talk? And he was like, no, I'd be a bug. And I was like, statistically, then I would kill you on sight. I'd immediately kill you.
Now you know how men feel.
Yeah.
All right, you can do the hits now if you want.
All right.
You can do new stuff too.
I
It's
feel
up to you.
like
Yeah.
I feel like I did have one more new. No, I'll do some other stuff. I feel like men and women are so fucking different. Like men are like sperm and women are like eggs. Like women are the self-sufficient eggs and men are the microscopic snakes that prey on us. You know. Speaking of cum, I have a theory that I feel like women who don't like cum are like men who don't like fucking when you're on your period. Gay. I didn't realize I did gay twice, and it failed both times. But honestly, I'm surprised I'm not gay. Because one, look at me. I really do look like a lesbian, no matter how hard I try not to.
Oh, come on. That's accurate.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But I am surprised that I'm not gay. Because if you look at the history of men I've dated, I am attracted to pussies. You know? All right, yeah, we'll end on this one. You guys are loving it, so I'll give you another. I do feel like though, like being gay, I bet going down on a girl for the first time is like having to figure out how to use someone else's shower. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they know how it works, but you don't want to ask them, you know? So you just gotta like try a bunch of shit and hope the right part gets wet, you know?
That's my favorite joke of the night.
Yeah.
That's a good joke.
Samantha Actual, everybody.
Cool, everybody.
That was very funny.
All
I
right.
appreciate you trying out new stuff. It's always fun.
Yep.
All right, Jimmy, who's next?
Very funny guy. He's an up and comer. I always love to see him perform. Keep it going for Nick Morosco, everybody.
Hey.
What's up, everybody? Hello. I'm gonna mess this up. Okay. There. Hi. I took some mushrooms the other day, and I pissed the couch. And it happens, you know. In the morning, I was still kind of tripping a little bit, a little foggy. And my girlfriend, she's like, "What the fuck happened?" And I blame the cat. And she believed me. The problem is, I don't know who's dumber now. And she's had these cats for years. She knows they would never do it. She knows what cat piss smells like. Me, on the other hand, I was too afraid to leave the couch, so I pissed the couch. Which sounds funny, but she got rid of the cat. I love that guy, man. We had the best conversations. Yeah. And my buddy, I told him that story, and he's like, "Jesus Christ, are you serious?" I'm like, "No, man, like it's comedy. You can embellish a little bit, you know, for comedic effect. We still have the cat." So yeah, cool. New stuff's great. I love new stuff. Holy shit. I thought I was gonna have bad karma for lying to my girlfriend. I do believe in karma. I don't believe in like the reincarnation thing. I don't know, but I think karma is just a little more direct. You know, like I go to the same 7-Eleven every day. My buddy Johnny works there. I see Johnny all the time. I've known Johnny for years now, and Johnny lied to me. He told me that this is a temporary gig. It was about 2 years ago. Little info on Johnny. His karma, he used to sell heroin at the shows my band would play at.
Oh, that Johnny.
Yeah, that's Johnny. You know Johnny very well.
Good guy.
Well, now his purgatory is just selling cigarettes to junkies. Yeah. I'm a big fan, actually. Well, his purgatory now, his karma, he has to just sell cigarettes to junkies all day, every day. And also, next door to that 7-Eleven just happens to be an extended stay motel. And the people that are staying there, it's very much not a temporary stay for these folks. It's sad. But how do you think I feel having to see this shit every single day, you know? But that's my karma. Because I used to buy his heroin and I would rob my bandmates. So now, you know, I live at the extended stay off of 90 East. But what are you going to do? Cool, that was the new stuff I had. It wasn't even 3 minutes, so that was cool. Did I earn 3 after or no?
You can do the hits.
I get hits.
It's a light night. Do the hits.
Shit, I get hits. Thank God. Oh fuck. What did I wish my parents were healthier. I do. I'm worried about them. My dad smokes 2 packs of Winston's a day. He's diabetic. He smells like an Oompa Loompa on a cigarette break. My mother's no better. My mom, she hasn't drank a glass of water in like 37 fucking years, dude. Like, it's caffeine-free Coke. That's it, strictly. She believes it's healthier because it's caffeine-free. I think she's lazy. She doesn't want her body getting any ideas. I made the mistake, though. I asked her one time, I was like, Mom, why don't you just drink water? She got pissed off and shot a kidney stone at me. Just pulled the lip to the side, dude. Like, look where you're going. It got me right between the eyes. It fucking hurt. It sucked. I could never. I hope I never have one. I saw my father one time when I was a kid. He had one. It was the first time I saw him cry. Yeah, the second time is when I told him I was gay. But I'm kidding. I haven't told him yet.
He knows.
Probably. I wrote stuff down because I had bad memory. Yeah, man. Joe Rogan recently said in a podcast I was listening to, he thinks if you're still worried about like the virus, COVID, blah, 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 if you wear a mask, you're insane. You're clinically insane. This is coming from the guy who believes to get a good workout in, he has to pretend somebody's trying to murder his family. All right, but okay, emo Joe, won't you come? He's like, yeah, you don't want to know the dark places my mind goes. Can you fucking go there? You're annoying everybody. Good. The hits are hitting. I'm trying to get off Kratom right now. That's embarrassing. You should laugh at that. It's pathetic. It's a gas station drug. The same 7-Eleven, I go there frequently for it. And it sucks. I can't even relate to my like junkie, like my hardcore drug friends when I try to relate to them. You know, they're like, yeah, I overdosed 3 times. I passed out with a needle still in my arm. I went to 7-Eleven 7 times. What's up? I know how it is. It's tough. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You guys have a great night.
Hey, keep it up for Nick Marasco. Twerk.
Boo. Wait, Nick.
Yeah.
Did we save the skate park? Nick did a cool show at the West Side Skate.
West Side Skates, yeah.
To raise money for a skate park. Did we save it?
We raised about $1,500 for that skate park that night.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
And the $1 million plan isn't a dent, but thank you for coming, Jimmy.
Hell yeah.
It's a something.
It was
keep it up for Nick,
Everybody, that's went away.
Hello?
Maybe that thing over there is dead. Anyway, we're up to $66 for the pot. Is it turned
Hello?
off?
Hello?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It turned itself off?
Turned itself off. Oh.
It's just like,
Oh, I think it's dead.
yeah, I think it's dying. All right, we'll just
We'll
yell
just
over
shout.
it. We'll just yell over it. We'll be loud. All right. Next comic come to the stage. Please welcome Sarah Popio.
I'm glad there's a high chair here. They knew I was coming. Okay. All right. My best friend told me she's gonna try to get pregnant on purpose. I was so upset. I was like, are you drunk? She's like, no, you are. You just sent me a video of you doing body shots off the bartender. And I was like, and you want to bring a child into this world? I was like, this is what they warned us about 15 years ago. Sure, she's an occupational therapist. Her husband's a lawyer. They have a house, but for what? So a little parasite can live in it? I say no. Okay. I hate kids. I hate them. But I did write a children's book by it. Okay.
Are you a teacher too?
Shut up, Jimmy. Yes, I am a substitute teacher, but only for high schoolers because I hate children. And I have a kink I'm trying to work through. Anyway, so no, I hate kids, but I love my cats, so I wrote a children's book. Anyway, I really hurt my hand, but I looked like really strong doing that, didn't I? Okay. The red hair is giving lesbian, and you're right. So I just licked this microphone. Ever been too healthy? Okay. I love myself. Anyway, and I re-downloaded Hinge. Fine. Okay, I did. I thought I kicked a nail off. No, just still hot. Okay. Did you know you can be hot and funny and puke in the street? This was me yesterday. I was like, but it was all Gatorade. Anyway, I should call my mom. Anyway, okay, so I re-downloaded Hinge, but unlike probably all the male comics in here, I'm sure they eat it up, putting pictures of them doing stand-up to be like, oh, I might not be hot, but I'm a bit funny. They're like, these girls are gonna love this. Okay, I stopped doing that. Like, I stopped telling Uber drivers why I moved to Chicago when I lived there. I was just like, just love the scene. Just love the city, the buildings. Because I learned I don't tell people that I do stand-up because first thing, they're like, oh, all right, clown, tell me a fucking joke, you know? And the second thing is, like, you go out and these guys are like, you know, I've always wanted to try stand-up. And I'm like, that can be my thing. That's kind of my thing. We'll find you something else. You ever join a pyramid scheme? Let's get you into MLMs. Has any man here ever been approached to join a pyramid scheme? Yes? Okay. I want to know how that went down because for women, it's a girl you haven't talked to since high school and she's in your DMs like, hey, girly pop, do you want to make $1 million a week and drive a pink car with Mary Kay written on it? And you're like, do I ever? Sign me up. And I just don't know what the male equivalent of that is. Like, our guys DMs being like, do you want to be a big, strong man? Do you want to have a big, fat bank account? The girls will be like, oh, he's so big and strong. So you should buy these protein shakes. I have a friend which was so funny. He told me the story. He was like, I dressed up, I wore a suit. It was like me and 16 other men gathered at a Starbucks closing at like 9 p.m. And I'm like, feminism. Okay, how much time do I have left? 40 minutes? Okay, great. Two? Isn't this whole thing 3 minutes?
Well, 3 minutes, but tonight we're
Oh
doing,
my God, this and that and the other thing. Okay, so anyway, I already talked about my best friend trying to get pregnant. I'll try to stop that later. That's part of the maid of honor speech I was writing for. Oh my God. If you're one of my closest friends, don't ask me to be in your wedding, please. I'm going to kill myself if I have to hear, hey girls, so Venmo is going to be this. I'm like, I'm going to off myself at my sister's wedding. And also none of the groomsmen are hot, so what am I supposed to do? Just sit there? Okay, anyway, that was just a tangent, but please, it's a good thing most of my friends are already married because I really can't do this anymore. And my sister wanted to get married on purpose. I'm like, ew, gross. For what? A horse? It's not the 1700s anymore. I don't really know how marriage works. You get a horse when you get married. I'm just looking at pictures that Mary is sending me of myself. Look how fun I'm. Look how good I am. I'm having so much fun. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Here's the last one. Don't break the door. Don't break the door. Okay, so anyway, you're the funniest person alive. I know. I love you. Okay, and if you guys don't laugh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, you guys want to see something? Okay. I don't want to date anymore. Okay, fine, you caught me. I'm on Hinge, but it's just a window shop because everyone is a disappointment. Okay, and I keep finding the hot, mean ones, and I'm like, You know, how hot, I mean, can you be the most? Okay, so I'm just on Hinge because here's the thing. This is the thing, okay? I will see a red flag, but instead of being like, I gotta go, I'll just like lower it, you know? Instead of getting out there, I was like, how bad could it be? You know, like one of my exes slept on a twin mattress on the floor with no sheets. And I was like, minimalist. Minimalist. Love you are 6'4", and I have to sleep on the couch, but that's fine. That's fine. I went on a date with a guy that had a vault full of guns, and I was like, we agree on a lot of things. I can already tell. Is this live to Pornhub? Okay. Oh, it's for YouTube. Oh my God, you're gonna love me. Okay. Anyway, this is me. Do you guys ever have interviews with yourself? This is how I am, but there's an actual. Anyway, I love you so much. Okay, stop. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna get off stage soon, but I know everyone's like, okay, great, I'm done. All right, bye.
All right, the next comic coming to the stage. She is very funny. Keep it going for Nicole Knight.
There's that energy.
Yeah.
I need the fast drugs that Sarah's on. I'm on the go to sleep. I'm on the go to sleep at 8 p.m. drugs. Weed for 12 years straight. So, all right. Hell yeah. I can't twerk either. It's just because I have no ass though. No, I swear to God, I was working out a while ago. It was like 5 years later, and I still couldn't dance. But one time I was outside and I was cold, and my knees started shaking, and I felt my butt move. And I was like, is this what it is? Like, is this stripping? You know what I mean? Yeah, but it went away, don't worry. No, I just got back from Mexico, though. That was fun. It's not as crime-ridden as they say. America's worse. I don't know. I love traveling because I love just getting those 4, like, random strangers to like my story for the rest of time. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know each other at all. No, but I almost got stuck there. As I was coming back in customs or whatever, and they're like, what do you do for work? And I said analytics, and they thought I said alien. So I was like, thank God I'm white. So I didn't think that was good either, to be honest with you. I did write it down like 6 times, like, we're gonna say that one. No, while I was away, my boyfriend started like streaming on Twitch. And he like sent me his Twitch link, and I'm so scared to click it because I want to remain attracted to him. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't see you play 007 for the 9th time. Get a better job. No, I was a late bloomer. The first sexual experience I had, they just handed me a book on abstinence. You know what I mean? We were like making out, and he's like, we should probably not go any further. I wanna get closer to God. And I was like, 18, 19, so I was, like I said, my sex life for the early 20s was chug a bottle of Red Walters and call my friends with benefits. Damn, yeah. Was it? It was crazy. Don't really remember that. Feel like they tell you in Sims all you need for a good time is a hot tub and a man. But why doesn't the bitch get a UTI ever? It's like, Sims is so realistic. You can literally pursue stand-up comedy on Sims now. You can go to your computer, write jokes, and this bitch is not getting a UTI from fucking in the hot tub 6 times in a row. That's not accurate. You guys don't like that game either. No, but, your experience with, who likes butt stuff in here? Justin Falco? Here, get back up on the wall. I want to demonstrate something. It wasn't even Hamlet. That's hilarious. No, I found out I almost like butt stuff, but not really. It's like I want to window shop, but never really go in the store. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about it, not be about. Just a light brushing. You know what I'm saying? It's like keep your hands and feet outside of the vehicle. Don't go in. Okay. I'm fun to have sex with. How many minutes was that?
3. You can do the hits.
I'm not going to. Fuck you guys. I'm Nicole Knight.
All right, your next comic. It's the man himself. Keep going for Bill Bam Bam Squire.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Keep it going for Haley behind the bar. Let's hear for her. Yeah. And all the people that aren't comics that are here that are with us tonight. We appreciate you a lot. No, not just you. You think all those hot girls at the bar are comedians? Fuck no. Yeah. All right. Do you guys see like the whole Morgan Wallen thing where people are mad at him because he left SNL early? And it's like, dude, come on. People that use the N-word are usually late. That's a black person that laughs at that, so that is a good one. I agree. Donald Trump announced that he wants to run for a third term, which is against the Constitution. And I'm like, but I want to be fair here, so I want to talk to people that support Donald Trump and see what they have to say about this, because they love the Constitution, they love America. So I was like, hey, how can Donald Trump run for a third term if it's against the Constitution? And I quote, oh, the thing is this, if he wants for a third term, it's a good thing to do because I like when he does that, because I like what he does and he do it, and I will do whatever he says he wants, and that's something that I like it. End quote. Pretty fucking real. It's sad. Elon Musk is in trouble again. Like Tesla stock is like going down, and his whole thing. Yeah, right. And he's like, and then he sold Twitter to himself, and he lost $11 billion. Which like, I love how people are like, what a fucking loser. He lost $11 billion. Imagine having $11 billion to lose. Like, it'd be so nice. To lose $11 billion and be like, that was kind of a bad day. Because, like, I got charged twice for the same, like, OnlyFans, and I was like, hey, stop that. And it ruined my whole month. So yeah. I thought there was a discount and there wasn't. It's okay. She's dead now. Nah, she's fine. I actually haven't signed up for an OnlyFans in a long time. 2 weeks. All right, what else? I had other new jokes, but I can't use my phone because it's doing the live stream thing, so I have to try and remember off the top of my head.
Memorize your act.
I'm trying to, man.
Comedian Bill Flyer.
Why are you talking to a dead microphone?
It's on!
But the receiver that it goes to isn't. Yeah.
It's not the mic, it's the receiver.
Yeah, it's the receiver that's dead. All right, I'm not in the contest, so I can do some old stuff. The whole like texting thing with Hegseth and all that stuff, that's hilarious because they used emojis, and I just wish that we had other moments like that in U.S. history where they used emojis to talk about war plans. Like Paul Revere's like, the British are coming, and then just like 3 water droplet emojis. Right? Yeah. Or hey, tomorrow we're gonna bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and then like explosion emoji, and then that one like straight eyes emoji that you're not supposed to use for Asian people that you do use for Asian people. or just like George Bush just being like the Twin Towers got knocked down. That's crazy. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji, rolling on the floor laughing, like you knew what was happening. All right, we'll do. What's my time at?
You got a minute and a half.
I don't need to do all that. Here's a little PSA for women out there, and actually tell younger women because I'm not supposed to talk to them. But my girlfriend has a 14-year-old daughter, and her one of the things they fight about the most is that her daughter keeps clogging the toilet. And they get into these fights. Like the other day, I'm at her house, and like my girlfriend's about to take a shower. She walks in the bathroom, then she comes storming out and yells at her daughter, And the daughter goes in there, cleans the bathroom out, and then comes back. And I was like, what was that about? Like a day later, because I know you don't ask right then. And she goes, oh, she keeps clogging the toilet and then just leaving it there. And so like, as a person that has clogged many a toilet, I feel like this is a good thing for me to let younger women know, like, it's okay. It gets better. And also flush as you go. Because, yeah, it's an important thing. Because I feel like a lot of younger women eat more fiber than they should, and so they make these fucking brick shits that low flow toilets just can't suck down. And so they need to know, like I have the knowledge on this, but I can't just walk into a high school and be like, hey, girls, I know you have big shits, but you gotta deal with it. Also, if you have a bidet, there's two settings on it. One that goes up into your butt, the other one goes down, and it cuts like a knife. So if you do that, the down spray, it'll cut it in half, get sucked down real easy. Hey, she's like, you guys have a bidet?
Bidet household.
Yeah. Clean butts, no clogs. All right, thank you guys. Who's our next comic? I know who it is. Coming to the stage. Put your hands together for Flam Love.
Hey.
We got 3 comics left after him, so don't leave.
All right.
Sit back down.
If you guys want to leave, it's cool. I get it.
No, don't walk the audience.
Actually, Bill, I actually
Don't
heard
leave
about.
just because he's black.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, they heard your first joke, so I mean, I imagine they will. But Bill, you're actually talking about cutting turds. I actually heard about this situation recently, and what people are doing when they have big shits like this, they have like they have turd cutters. They have something to cut the turd up. Poop knife. Poop knife. Some people use. Yeah, dude. Or some people use like a metal hanger. Stretch it out. Chop the slug in half. Make sure it goes down clean. Yeah, and I was thinking, since I never heard ladies taking big shits before, so that's actually new. And maybe this is a Shark Tank idea, but we get like a tiny metal baton, like a little, maybe make it pink or something like that. And then ladies can keep it on them just in case they're taking big shits in public and they don't want to clog up toilets. And that is my Shark Tank idea, folks. All right? Yeah. Lady shit cutters, baby. All right, I'll do my joke. I'm sorry. Okay. I think I'm secretly a fan of families falling apart. Wait now, not all right. But like TV families right now, though. Like I don't think I'm mature enough to actually like real families falling apart. I think I'm just a big fan of like the fictional TV families falling apart. Cause I don't know. It's like I think it's just something about like a strong nuclear family that just falls to pieces that really puts me at ease. You know, like I sleep better at night. I don't know what it is. I'm still watching that mid-ass show White Lotus, and I've gotten to the 3rd season already. But I'm really enjoying the family falling apart in this season. It's really pleasing, you know. It's like I was like you know, my parents divorced young, so I don't know. That may play a role in this, maybe secret fetish or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's just yeah, it's the bee's knees. You know, I like it. Like yeah, I think that's the 3rd season is probably the best of the White Lotus right now. If you don't really focus on the plot and just focus on the family falling apart and all the cool gay sex happening amongst that family, it's actually a pretty tight show. You know what I'm saying? You give it another shot, enjoy the gay sex, and you'll be on to something. I think it's also going to probably lead to like a Housewives of addiction for me too. So I think those families fall apart as well. That's my new joke. Can I? I can do the hits now.
Yeah.
How much time do I have for hits?
Yeah, 3.
3. Okay. Recently, I was having a discussion with a group of comics where we were debating if you should shower every day or every other day. And I was sticking up for the point that you should shower every other day. That's right. Yeah. I think it's okay to smell every other day. Because how do you know if you're real or not? You know? You can't smell artificial all the time. That's what Big Soap wants you to think, man. All right? You can't smell like Dove with extra love all the time. That's AI bullshit right there. That's why you gotta let the smell smell. You gotta let the meat reek, you know? That's how you know you're living. If there's a tinge or two, you're real. If you smell like some sort of Bath and Body Works project, I don't trust you, so, yeah. I like the smell on a gal, you know? I like a little must. I like a musty slut from time to time, you know? That's a hard-working woman right there. Yeah. She doesn't have time to shower every day. She's working. She's busy. She's got grit. I like a gal with grit, you know? She smokes a cigarette while she fucks you. That's my type of woman right there. Shout out to my musty sluts. All right, that's my time.
All right, now keep it going for Flab and Musty Sluts.
All right, coming to the stage, we got Jeremy Shear, everybody.
Yeah, Jeremy!
Any day now.
I'm gonna take my fucking time.
Time starts right now.
I'm still gonna take my time.
Not bad, but...
Hang on. Adjust myself here. You aren't just lost in the throes of it if you're addicted to smokable cocaine. There is a crack for every addiction. For example, if you switch all of a sudden from drinking rum and cokes and PBR to drinking Bud Ice and Wild Irish Rose, you have turned into an alcoholic crackhead. If you have switched from Dungeons and Dragons to Magic the Gathering, you have turned into a cardboard crackhead. If you have switched from betting on local sports games to betting on Russian hockey at 3 a.m, you are addicted to chance. Yeah, if you can't pay your rent because Putin poisoned the third line center of a St. Petersburg team, just kill yourself.
Hey, real quick, who's your roommate?
I'm not going to disclose that because we're streaming. We're streaming. And he pays his rent.
Okay. It sounded like this was very directed at your roommate.
It was not directed at my roommate.
Okay.
Just like when my roommate decided to say that Hitler was his hero, it wasn't directed at me. Sometimes people can just be mean for the sake of being mean. It's not all passive-aggressive bullshit. We're not all raised Mormon. Jesus Christ. All right. My niece sent me a picture today, and she said it was famous March salad. And I asked her what made it famous, and she said the grapes. So we had a conversation about the difference between regionally famous and nationally famous. And I told her that having a college radio program does not make me nationally famous, so she should stop telling her classmates I'm famous. I haven't got out a lot since the pandemic started, so this doesn't really count as going out. So I decided that my first time going out in a long time, I was going to go to a music show. I used to go to them all the time. But I made a mistake. I said the first show I'm going to go to, after years of not going out, after years of being scared of catching COVID, is a folk punk show. Which, that's like you take the worst parts of punk rock and the worst parts of folk music and make the stinkiest sandwich you have ever smelled. And I did not stay. All right.
Do the hits now.
Do the hits. This is my impression of gay Alex Jones. They're turning the frogs straight. Thank you. That was the hits.
Yeah, outside. All right, we got 3 comics left. Please welcome our next contestant, Paul Ronovich. Woo! Oh, and the pot's up to $60. $70. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Now wait, no old jokes?
First 3 minutes got me new stuff.
Shit, I guess I'm finished. No, some guys my age, I'm 73, they're retired, they sit at home in their recliner chair, in their underwear, watch TV, and drink beer. Not me. Hell no. I go cowboy. I haven't had to wash underwear in 3 months. But I did have to get a couple new seats for the recliner. But the good thing is, it keeps the Jehovah's Witnesses away. They only show up once. But anybody buy any Girl Scout cookies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't open the door for the Girl Scouts. Only the den mothers. Several of them said, "Ride 'em, cowboy!" But do you know cookies are now $6 a box?
Boo.
Boo is right. Do you know why they're so damn expensive? It's rumored it's because of Elon Musk. He came to the United States in 1992. Cookies were $1.50 a box. They were supplied by Canadian companies and U.S. companies. Elon bought the U.S. company, renamed it Little Brownie Bakers. Then he had President Bush apply a 100% tariff to the Canadians because he said, "They're fucking our Girl Scouts." I said, I thought you'd get arrested for that. But anyway, he started raising the price, cutting the number of cookies, cut the profits to the Girl Scouts, made billions, and bought Tesla, allegedly. But anyone see those Plexiderm commercials where the picture has somebody there with 2 bags under their eyes? I've got 2 bags. My wife and my sister. So, the word Plexiderm, plexa means remove, derm means bags. So I came up with a new product, Spousiderm. Remove your spouse. A lot cheaper than lawyers. No kidding. Comes in different strengths. 22 caliber, 25 caliber, and goes up to 45 caliber. A little messy, but it works. You know, on a serious note, I feel sorry for the illegals coming into this country, applying for visas, getting turned down. And other ones have visa cards, and they're getting stolen away from them by ICE, DHS, and other organizations. I have the solution. Apply for a MasterCard. Okay. That's all the new stuff I have.
All right, great. Yeah, you got 2 minutes. Woo! Yeah, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. Anyone take any New Year's Eve resolutions? I used to make 3 of them. Diet, exercise, and become a kinder, gentler person. Fuck that shit. My only solution is don't die on stage. So I need some applause. Thank you. Now, I went to my doctor for my annual physical, and he said, Paul, if you want to live longer, you have to give up smoking, give up eating fatty foods, and give up alcohol. I said, fuck that shit. I found a new doctor. So I went to this lady doctor, told her my problems, and she said, I've got the solution for you. She gave me a prescription for the little blue pill. Now, Viagra was misnamed. Should have been called Resurrection because it raised my weenie from the dead. Thank you. I'm Paul Renee.
First of all, Lady Doctor is crazy.
Hey, he's 79 years old. Give him a break.
Also,
it was illegal back then.
She used to be a den mother.
And also, keep it going for Paul and his Robert Blake version of Divorce.
That's too old of a reference.
Hey, but he got it.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, we got 2 comics left. Please welcome to the stage, Adam Raymond.
Gosh, that's a lot of good energy to follow. All these comics up here. If you couldn't tell by this shit, I haven't fucking done this before. This is the first time. But energy.
Wait, are you saying because you have muscles, you haven't done stand-up comedy?
I was more so referring to the...
The fact that you're in shape and hot? Okay.
Energy's a weird fucking thing though, isn't it? It fucking spans the universe. Scientists talk about it. We got it. Powers our fucking light bulbs. Powers ourselves. We got chakras. We got that third eye hanging out there. Has anybody done the like energy work stuff, like Reiki? Nobody? You're smart people. I wouldn't fucking do it either. What happens if that Reiki master has a bad day and he or she, or whatever person it may be, careful. Mortal Kombat's your ass. You wake up, you're seeing fucking sounds, you're hearing colors, just messes you up royally. That's a lot of trust to put into that. Like, your barber messes up your sideburn, you're pissed for months. They're like, it'll grow back. You go to a bad energy or Reiki master and they mess you up. Do they reverse that? Is that a reversible thing? Is that something that can be fixed? Or you just got to ride that out until you come back and your chakras realign? It's a rough field. What do you think, like, what's the insurance like on that? If you're like a doctor, you have malpractice, you're a dentist, you have the same thing. What does a Reiki master do, or an energy person, if they mess that up? I don't know. But it's, I guess, low-hanging fruit here. What if you go through that Reiki energy stuff and your third eye goes blind? How's it gonna be? I had to grab at it. I had to. But yeah, that's a tough thing. Like you have to pick the right person. And also, what if, like, I wonder if there's a Reiki practitioner that just wonders if like their person that they're Reikiing is just a dick. Like, it's a losing battle. They're never gonna win that. It's just a person with a bad attitude. That's rough. Because it's like, they have to tell them, don't worry, go through this process. It's gonna end up working at the end. Just have to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But really, they go and talk to their other friends and they're like, this is a lost fucking cause. This person's just got a negative ass attitude. It's never gonna work out. We could Reiki the shit out of that person. It's never gonna catch. It's never gonna fucking catch. Like, you could do it endlessly. You could do this work for years. Your bottom chakra's gonna end up at the top and their middle one's gonna end up fucking gone. They don't know. So that's, yeah.
Hey Adam, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Did you date someone that did Reiki?
No. How do you think I ended up here, man? Jesus Christ. No, I didn't actually.
This is Adam's first time ever doing stand-up.
Oh yeah, this is completely impromptu thing.
your 3 minutes of new materials up so you can play the hits now.
Well, actually, I have no fucking hits because there was never any to begin with. Yeah, this is my first time doing stand-up. I'm obviously fucking nailing it. It was great to be the last guy up after all of, like, somewhat experienced people. I was like, all right, don't worry. Let's throw the closer in. ABC, baby. Always be closing. I was like, I thought I was going to be the first one up so I could fucking suck and everybody rocketed to fame after it. And I was like, no, everybody knows exactly what the fuck they're doing. I was sitting at that table and I was like, I don't even know how to hold the microphone right. Sweating my ass off on the side table.
You're holding it real good.
Watching people killing it. And I was like, you know what? At least I, like, walked up there.
You did it.
Yeah, thank you. First time, I appreciate it. Yeah. I didn't hear crickets, but I was so distracted by my armpits that I wouldn't have noticed anything. Thank you guys. I appreciate you having me up here.
All right, last contestant, last comedian. Put your hands together for Max Lyden. We're cheering for you, Max. We got
Just put my shit together here. So, I do have a question before I start ranting here. Can someone explain to me why the comedians get the corded microphone, but the glorified peanut gallery gets the cordless microphones?
Hey, because we're the host of the show!
And they die.
I like holding.
That's beside the point. That's an own goal.
We need the microphone to work for the comedian. That's the main thing.
Fair. All right.
Also, we run the fucking show. You wouldn't even be here for one for us.
I believe I said glorified. Would you prefer host turned peanut gallery?
I would prefer you do your fucking set.
Touche. So I'm gonna perform snippets of a little piece that I wrote. This one has a very self-explanatory title. I call this one "People Who Fucking Suck." Starting with people who pour milk before cereal. You fucking psychopaths. Do you also wipe your ass before taking a shit? It's a simple two-step process. It's a bowl of cereal, and you add milk to it. It's literally in the fucking name. But no, there you are, doing your thing, and over here, Hannibal Lecter is sweating. There is one instance, where it is okay to add cereal to a bowl of milk. That being when you're pouring another bowl and using the leftover milk. That's good. That's recycling. If you do it any other time, it's a fucking war crime. Off to El Salvador for you. And also, I absolutely despise the people who claim you can't handle dark humor. You hear this shit from incels all the time. You can't handle my dark humor. It's like, first off, they're wrong. Dark humor is not dead. And I say this as someone who stood up on stage and made jokes about decapitations, genocide, and once called cannibalism based. I have my dark humor credentials here. I know what I'm talking about when I say it's not so much what you say, it's more how you say it. The problem is, these fucking guys go around saying, check out my dark humor, and conjure up slurs unspoken since the Crusades. That's not dark humor. That's just being a cunt. I'm sorry. And these cunts do that shit everywhere. But for some reason, they love doing it with women. Right? I could never figure that one out, but I think I did. See, these guys, they don't go out in the real world very much. So they don't know how to interact with regular people. So it doesn't take very long for something in their brain to just snap. And they vomit some out-of-pocket shit like, damn, this goes a lot easier if I had a roofie or two. Wait, what? And it's like, yeah, that's the kind of shit they say. And that's both fucked up and lazy, right? And I'm also not shitting on these guys for not knowing how to flirt, glass houses and whatnot. But at the very least, I know what not to say. And if I do end up, actually, let me rephrase that. When I end up saying something fucked up, it is fucked up and a bit creative. All right, that's all I got. Thank you very much.
Relax, everybody. I love you in those skills commercials.
Don't say this in the microphone.
Oh, what?
You're gonna bring up.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I was just gonna be something mean. He looks like the berries and creams guy from those Skittles commercials. You have the same haircut. Fuck off, Justin Palco. Go get pegged by your girlfriend. All right? Go get pegged by some street whore then. All right, we're at the end of the night. And that's when we bring up the 3 comics that me and Bill thought were the funniest, and then you guys decide who wins the money. So our contestants are Sarah Volpio, Marty Malloy, and Nicole Knight. All right, and this is where we need some audience participation. If you thought Marty won the money tonight, make some noise.
I don't think I won.
Okay. If you thought Sarah Volpio won, make some noise. And if you thought Nicole Knight won, make some noise. All right, I think it's pretty clear. Keep it going for Sarah Volpio, everybody. I'm a little drunk. Sarah, the money. Don't spend it all on Adderall. All right, that's our show. We do this every Monday night at 8 p.m. If you were in the audience, you thought about signing up, sign-ups are at 7 p.m. It's an open mic. It's a good way to start. Get your start in comedy. Come out next week.